What's poppin', everybody? Back with another video. In this video, we got Wack100 and the 100 ENT show. They're talking about DJ Envy and the alleged Ponzi scheme. He was flipping houses, doing real estate, and everything went left. He's talking about street dudes that, he ran off with their money, maybe him getting fired. Crazy stuff's going on. And we got exclusive interview with Tony the Closer via Wack100 and the 100 ENT show. Well, let's get into it and we'll talk after the video.
Caesar, this story. I don't know if you follow Tony the Closer or if anybody's kind of familiar with Tony the Closer.
Yeah, I'm familiar with him.
Yeah, so he's been kind of flaming them up for a good while. It's been a lot of people coming out of the woodwork saying, Caesar and Envy owe them money for failed real estate deals.
How I see it is I think that they may have bit off too much that they could chew. And not necessarily monetarily with money. I think that they could these are two very wealthy and successful men. But again, at the end of the day, if they're getting sued.
Wait, slow down, baby. Slow down.
Yes.
How you know they wealthy and
It's
successful?
Rick
One
Ross
nigga's a
and
DJ.
DJ Envy.
No, it ain't. It's not Rick Ross. Envy.
Oh, Envy. Never mind. I thought Ross was involved in this project. Never mind.
No. It's Ross and some other dude. We don't know what the fee come from. It's Envy and another dude. We don't know what.
Okay.
This other
His
dude
name's
come
Caesar.
from. Yeah, we don't know where he come from.
Okay, so they did
Look
too
to
much
me
of
like they was robbing Peter to pay Paul. They was overselling. You get money from 15 people talking about apartment building. They gonna make X amount of money, and you picking up $250,000, $500,000 here or there. It's gonna run out. They was pretty much paying them back with their own money and using that to get another money. That's all they was doing. That's why they called it a Ponzi.
That's the definition right there.
That's like, listen, me coming to the floor. I got a property over here, it's $1 million. I tell 20 of y'all I need $250,000. 4 of y'all pay for the property. The other 16, I'm telling y'all, I'll give you $250,000. I'm gonna give you a return of $7,000 a month until we flip the property out. So the other 16 of y'all is when I'm gonna really be paying y'all back, and I'm pocketing some of that money myself. And you do it after property after property after property. Pretty soon, the money gonna run out. If the tenant money in there ain't keeping it right, you're going to run out of money. And when you run out of money, people start wondering where their money at. So now you're like, well, sell the property. He only paid $1 million for it. It's worth $1 million too. But he then took $250,000 from 20 of y'all. So where the split at?
Yep. It could never get that $5 million back, like you just said. Yeah.
Never happened. Now, Envy, well, he's that when they tie him into it, whatever assets he had prior to, they gonna start tapping into it. They gonna holler at him.
If panic happens, it's over. As long as people got confidence, you can keep doing it. But as soon as the panic hit, like you said, or somebody questions it, it's over. Yeah. So Wack, we were saying, can we see one of the agreements or one of the contracts if they even exist?
What you call it? Probably got him. He the one exposed him, Tony the Closer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he out here and he just called me the other day. He the one exposed.
Didn't you bring him on the show, Wack? One time you brought him on, huh?
I brought him on. I'm trying to look for his phone number because he changed his number. I just didn't lock him in. But he exposed him. Now let me tell you the bad part about it. Half the street that ain't in that lawsuit because it was a different kind of money. That's where it get dangerous. They looking to holler. Yeah, they looking to holler. They ain't give about no civil suit.
Oh, he took their money, Wack? People that don't have the means?
Yeah.
Oh, nah, yeah.
No, he took that other money that ain't that other. You take that kind of money, that you can't account for.
They show up at your house and get your wife's jewelry off her neck type shit.
And they already know where he at. He live in Mary J. Blige's old house, so that's they gonna. I wouldn't be surprised by Christmas if he don't make right. They gonna find him somewhere because ain't playing.
Or he gonna have a break-in sometime soon, and he's gonna have a little
they not playing
insurance thing.
And I'm hoping this don't affect his job. He can roll downhill. He can lose his job. Lost his job. Now you got a lawsuit. You got the street stripping. Ain't no money coming in. Like you could go back. One wrong move, bro. I tell people that. That's probably one of the hardest bars by Tupac. And I think about every day. Every move is a calculated step.
Yeah. So many.
Every move is a calculated step.
Yeah, that's so many.
Some could get you closer and closer to death.
To an early death. Yep.
Shout out to the GOAT, man. Shout out to the greatest
If
all
that
time.
would have been listening to himself, he'd have still been alive.
That's so many tears, man. I'm telling you.
They was getting drug alone, and I'm gonna tell you the big thing when you got somebody, man. Everybody say the same thing that I talk to. They like, bro, I did not want to believe this. Like he kept giving me excuses. He said that his dad died, then his mom died. It was like always something. It was this, it was that. So they had an excuse all the time, and then it got to the point where Caesar started writing checks, and when they started writing the checks, he was telling them to hold the checks, and then people was depositing the checks, and the check was bouncing. And some of the checks was like 10,000, 15,000, and they like, if you telling me you got 3,000 units, why I gotta hold a $10,000 check? Like, you should be making crazy money a month. Your cash flow should be nuts. There's no way that you should be $10,000.
3,000 units.
That's what he was representing, that he had 3,000 units.
Yeah, that's a red flag right there. If they tell you to hold on to the check, don't cash it, and then like that happens. Come on, man.
What's crazy is
Yeah, so a lot of people was just keeping hope alive, thinking that, they was gonna get their investment back. And then as people started seeing other people saying the same they was going through, now people talking like about it now because they thought it was just like, man, maybe they was giving them the benefit of the doubt. His mom died. He was telling people it was just another week or two. Next month he's gonna have a closing at the end of the month for him. So it was always like this run along. The money never came through. I mean, he got people holding crazy checks right now. He got to do with a $600,000 check he holding right now. I told him,
Natural wires, like you wiring, you do money like that. You know what I'm
because he
saying?
ain't got no money. Yeah, he's just trying to buy time. That's it. Yeah, I just need to buy time. I need you to relax for a minute. Hey, look, give me some time to see if I can get a new that's going to invest, and I can pay you some of your money back.
Don't cash that check
How long
until
you gonna hold a
Tuesday.
$600,000 check? Like, how long I'm supposed to hold that?
Till Tuesday.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that envy would even get involved in it, but it's real.
Well, you know what,
The look at
Tony, the thing is, remember back in the day, like I could see how envy can get caught up. It's two things. Number one, I don't think the feds have not, they're doing an investigation because once they, the feds come, they got like a 98% conviction rate. So they're going to tie this up with a bow. But remember, all the hurricane players got caught up with the Nevin Shapiro. It was the same thing. You don't see it coming, you know what I'm saying? All them putting that money in there. He got over like what, $1 billion when it's all said and done. But they gave his ass 20 years off that.
Hey, but you don't think, I mean, as far as Caesar, yeah, but you don't think Envy got like some certain people that might fight for him to say he ain't that type of dude? Like, he can show legitimate business, like he's never been involved in no fraud before, so he was just caught up with something.
he got a lot of business partners coming out with disputes right now.
That's what I think it come down to, like proving his involvement, like his overall involvement. That's what's gonna come down to, his
Well,
future.
he was definitely calling him his partner. They was doing them seminars together. He was promoting it on his platform. Bro, like that's a lot
Yeah.
of
The
connection.
only missing connection that we don't have that the feds gonna have is they're gonna be able to see if it was a money transfer. and if there's a money transfer in between any of them banks, it's up.
Probably got text messages and all type.
They got text because they wasn't expecting to get this bad.
Hey Tony, can I ask you a question, man? What made you decide to look into this on DJ Envy's part? Was it just you were getting a lot of complaints about it, or what?
It was the people. The creditor came to my platform. He just was like, "Yo, if you think this scam is bad, look at this one." He just called it out to me, and that's the crazy part. I don't go looking for this. I don't research this. Every piece of evidence or anything people hear me talk about comes from the actual victims. So these are people that are just reaching out and giving me their story and talking about. I mean, like hell, Envy sitting down at lunch with the dude as they talk about investments. He actually went and took them around New Jersey. Bro, he's not like. There's no way you cannot say that you're a part of it. If you take me on a tour of properties, man, we have lunch and then I make $1 million investment. Yeah, bro, come on. You can't say that you ain't got nothing to do with this.
Because I'm catching like little parts. There was no property.
Yeah, there were properties. And some of those properties was getting sold to the same people over and over again. I mean, to different people. The same property was getting sold to different people.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, he was double selling. Oh man, triple
And
selling.
then they was even having properties that they didn't own that they was putting on contracts to people. Yeah, go look at some of them lawsuit paper, man. You look at them lawsuits, that's crazy.
I'm saying, so if Envy has money, and he has his little, I don't know how rich he is, but I know he's a millionaire. But would it show that his intent ain't for that because he has a legit job and he has a legit stream of income to where he don't have to do that, but then Caesar might not? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I mean, honestly, like I make a lot of money. I know a lot of rich. You know what? Every rich guy, man, where the Envy get his money from? We all been trying to figure it out.
How did Envy
I,
make all his
I'm
money?
gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you how he made his money. Sued the radio station back in the day. You know what I'm saying? He the HR department for like harassment or something. Back when Star and Buck Wild was on Hot 97, they was harassing his family, his wife, all kind of crazy. He was doing. You know, Star and Buck Wild had a crazy. Oh, yeah, he complained to the HR department. You know what I'm saying? Multiple times. They never did nothing. Then eventually he sued Hot 97. That's how he got his first millions. You know what I'm saying? And then he left them and went to 105.
Not saying it's a gang of money. Like, I never heard of him like doing apartment complexes, but he's been flipping houses, right?
Let me tell you something, man. The type of money that he's getting is like basketball player money. The he's showing ain't no regular. Nah, as a DJ, man, come on, bro. Like, I mean, nah.
I don't know a lot
At a
about.
car collection that a lot of these motherfuckers don't got neither. As a
I'm
DJ,
telling.
I don't
I'm
know a
telling
lot
you.
about him, but don't they own like laundromats? Because the only thing I know about them is that he spends a lot of money on his wife. Every Christmas, he spends like $1 million on his wife. When I see their Instagram, these people got a lot of money. From what I heard, they own laundromats. Do they own laundromats?
That
But
don't look like no laundromat money.
I'm just telling you, this money is like NBA type money. I'm telling you, I got NFL that's calling me like, bro, what the? This is before it even came out.
yeah, but how many laundromats he got to own for him to spend $1 million every time on his wife? You
I
know what
don't
$1
know
million
how
is?
many. That's a lot of
You gonna
laundromats.
have to
I
own like
understand that.
1,000 laundromats.
I don't know how many they owe, but I can tell you what, he spends a lot of money on his wife because they put it all over Instagram. That's all I
He
know for
got
sure.
laundry mats, all right. He washing that money.
Uh huh. Washing that bread.
If Envy paid for those advertisement slots, then iHeart Radio might not be liable. But if he like did it as part of the show, then yeah, then they liable.
Charlemagne or Angela Yee invested. If they invested, then they know it's a scam.
You heard Joe Budden say out the blue, Envy hit him up, come on, some, hey man, come invest with me. This is a scam. He's going to jail, flat out.
All right, I feel like DJ Envy's in a ton of trouble here because it's going to be hard for him to distance himself from Caesar and pretend like he didn't know what Caesar was doing, that he was doing bad business. And then you got everybody that wants their money back. I'm not sure how he can like kind of weasel his way out of this. Then you get the feds involved and they're digging in text messages, recorded phone calls, and you know, all the people that's upset because they kind of got done dirty on the real estate end of things. They're going to be handing over to the feds, hey, this is a text conversation I had with Envy, this is a text conversation I had, or a phone conversation I had with Caesar. It's going to be really tough for DJ Envy to say, look, I didn't know none of this was going on, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I like the fact that Tony the Closer addressed you know, that he's not really kind of like digging information up to kind of bury DJ Envy. He's actually just getting phone calls from all the people that are upset because they got done dirty. So I can understand that. You know, Tony's sitting back and these people are like, hey, I got scammed. This was a scam. And he's kind of just reporting on it, giving everybody updates on what he thinks and what he thinks happened and what they say happened. And if he was dealing with money from street dudes and the money wasn't like allegedly legit, like that could be real problematic because like them dudes might come and, you know, come and see Envy, and that might be a whole problem. So a lot of things can go left. I'm pretty sure this is not the end of the story. We're gonna see how this unfolds, and I'll keep you guys updated on this whole situation with DJ Envy. Hopefully DJ Envy can explain all this not only to his fans and people that follow his financial advice and his real estate advice, but also to the law enforcement, you know, because you could potentially get arrested for Ponzi schemes. So he's got a lot to clear up. But yeah, drop a comment, let me know what you guys think about this, and I will see you on the next one. I'm out.